Shots up. Your world, my opinion. YWMO.
Let's go. I like that. Y'all doing it, man.
Yo, what's up, man? Your world, my opinion, man. We gonna keep it going. You know what it is, man. We got a special one, another special one. Keeping the special ones coming, man. You know what I mean?
The one and only.
Definitely a legend. You know what I'm saying? Here today, one of the people that I got to have in order to be able to say that I'm trying to put Charleston on. You know what I'm saying? For me personally, right. You know, we gonna get into the music, but we gonna get into the man. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of stuff they don't know about Mr. Taylor. I didn't know. You know, I follow this podcast, and that's what it is, man. But over here, we got Rich Baby. Rich Baby, what's up?
Hey, let's get it. Let's get it.
You know what I'm saying? We got Honey J. Honey J, what's up?
Y'all know what it is. I'm super excited for tonight's show. I'm a huge fan, so you know I'm trying not to fan out. Let's go.
Right. Mr. Taylor, go ahead and introduce yourself, man. Let the boy know what it is.
Mr. Taylor, man, I already know what it is, man, and you already know what the ad look like.
Y'all gonna be mad at me tonight. She's saying it.
Yeah, man. But one of the things I want to start off with is, how did you jump off the porch? What age were you when you jumped off the porch? What pushed you off the porch?
Which porch?
The porch that put you in the game, as far as
which game?
There you go.
Okay.
Which game? Have multiple.
Which game?
Let's start.
As far as when I say off the porch, like to where you leave your comfort zone and started trying to figure things out on your own. And
I actually had to figure things out early, man. My mom had me, she was 14 years old, so I really was by myself.
Yeah.
Right.
You feel me? My younger sibling, 5 years younger than me, so, you know, I had the journey kind of solo, and all my cousins been either 5 years older or 5 to 7 years younger, so it's just been me.
Right.
Shit, I just been to myself, bro. Real life introvert. I had to navigate by myself. So the streets, I've been in golfing that early. My mama been in the streets. My daddy been in the streets.
Right.
You know, all my family members been in the streets. I've been a straight A student, but in a street setting. My only outlet's been reading and writing. So that's how I kind of get into the writing side of the situation. That been like my hiding place, so to speak.
And you were a good writer. You won awards writing. Just go any kind of writer. You know what I'm saying?
Writing science, math, stuff like that.
That's crazy, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I've been into science now.
Like I was saying earlier, you know, having that foundation of being a reader and a writer and knowing how to formulate poetry and everything, that definitely makes you a good lyricist.
Yeah. Okay.
Tell it.
You know, I followed your podcast. That was really one of the things that I don't know how much people know how transparent you are, how in depth you are. Like you're kind of like a motivational speaker.
Right.
You speak on a lot of topics. I know you had the one where you know you're talking about is marriage still, the idea of marriage is still relevant.
Right.
You know, and how do you come up with these topics? And what make you want to speak on things
like when you my parents never were married, but my grandparents were married for years.
Okay.
Like they died married.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And some of my best times was with these people, seeing the love within their relationship.
Okay.
And I think a lot of us been through that. Like, you know, having seen it, but not experiencing it.
True.
So nowadays, they say the black marriage rate has dwindled since the 60s and 50s and early 70s.
Sure.
What we doing? So, you know, my mind, I need to figure it out because that shit affecting the kids.
It is.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, and that's my main focus. Like, these kids ain't seen what we saw.
Exactly.
You feel me? That love, that Christmas, all the uncles and aunts dancing. Hey, no.
Cooking again. Yeah.
It's not the same. It's
And know, that's one of the things I was privileged. I had my mom and dad in the home and stuff like that. And one of the things that, you know, when I was watching your podcast, you was talking about that my wife is on, because I think she had a different, you know, it was about having your kids spend a night somewhere.
Right. Oh, hell, I'll do that.
And when you said that, because my wife hardcore on that, you know, and then for me, you know, I was able to spend a night and stuff like that. And when you said that, like, damn, I really related to it, because my wife, she ain't, like, just like you said, you ain't having it.
Because back then, we could have gone to people's house.
Right. It's different.
The lady down the street catch you doing something wrong, she could have whooped your ass and walked you to the door.
Exactly.
And you get your ass cut again. Now, you whoop somebody's ass and take them down the street, you gonna get shot in the face.
Basically,
So back then, you better bullet. Versus now,
Right.
you send your kid somewhere, your child might get molested.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? We ain't had that shit going on.
And people are not as mobile as they were. People are more mobile now than they were back then. You have people moving here from everywhere versus back then it was just family. It was everybody you knew. They grandmama, they grandmama knew their grandmama.
Your grandmama, my grandmama grew up together. They go to church.
And it's now there's a lot of outside influences with social media and stuff. Before you could control that a little more because there wasn't a lot of outside influences. Now the boy go on there and come up with their own ideas of how to move and things like that. So you know what I mean? How do you feel about social media affecting where we at? You think that's a part of it?
Hell yeah. That social programming is real. Like for me, I see people. Okay, let me give you an example. Your boy, what's his name? From Tennessee, the rapper, man. Oh,
not Dolph.
No, not Dolph.
Not Gotti.
Young Gotti? Yeah.
No. He was
Money Bag?
fucking with the girl, Erica. Erica, what a girl, me and my other man. Long story short, he broke up with her because every morning when they get up, she straight in her phone.
I think you're talking about Kevin Gates?
No, what that boy name was, man.
And I ain't gonna lie.
I can't.
You'll come back.
No.
Maybe got a lot of.
Matter of fact, he what Moneybag You, but he what Jay Princeton.
Oh, you talking about Finesse 2 times?
Finesse.
Right.
He was fucking with the girl Erica from Texas who had the song. I can't remember, but she been perking in the ring.
Erica Banks.
Erica Banks.
Right.
He stopped dealing with her because every morning, what she said, every morning she jump up and jump into her.
Focus on
and
him.
that shouldn't not be the first thing.
That shouldn't be the first thing you do.
Yeah,
you don't brush your teeth. You don't nothing.
I mean, I think he a chauvinist in a sense because. I mean, the girl ain't. Why she supposed to get up and just fall on your knees?
No, but me personally, I don't like that either.
Me neither.
Because programming is programming.
Right.
I ain't jumping on my phone.
I know that part of it.
To go straight to Facebook or Instagram and see what's going on. That's a messy.
You're supposed to be in the house.
Yeah, like
the very first thing you say your prayers, go downstairs.
Right.
Oh, you wake up in the morning, shit, jump on the.
I'm trying to
you know, and see the social media, you right. I don't think you should jump on your phone. But I mean, if she jump up and started moving around the house rather than jump on you, I think that's all right. Now that's just saying she got her own mind.
That when we get back to that programming done changed so much. So me personally, I only go to social media to rant.
Right.
Or to promote something.
Yeah, sure.
I don't go look on timeline. These people don't invest their lives into this shit. Like,
that's it.
Every move they make is on the internet.
It don't mean nothing if they ain't posting.
Right. I ain't coming from that era. I come up in a social era where I've been outside. Meeting people, talking to people, getting to know people. So that I just don't get on it.
Yeah, but you know what? It ain't going nowhere. We gotta figure out a way to make that work. Because you
have to better manage it within your household.
That's
I know,
right.
and
Monitor.
Everything starts in the household, right? So if you allow your children to be on their phone at the dinner table, or you allow them to be on the phone while y'all in the car together. Rule when I was young, when my son was younger, like no phones in the car. We're talking, we're listening to music, we vibing together. You have to make sure that you carve out the appropriate time for your social media versus your family.
Right. And my family, my wife allows them to be on the phone, but she monitors everything. Right.
That's a good
and they know to come and ask, can they join this or join that?
Right.
They'll be in there explaining that shit like, yo, my friends on there, nobody can get on there. You only have, you know what I'm saying? So,
but that's good.
Yeah, and I think that's what you have to do because you can't just push it away because it's there.
Right.
You got to learn how to monitor it, stay in
Right.
tune with it, and understand it yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I understand. I need not the locker.
Right. Well, I mean, we ain't gonna lock it.
Yeah, because I think
we
Kanye
came up
West
different.
said it best. You know, social Instagram got your girl, Facebook got your girl, and it's the same for each gender. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? If, like you said, if it don't happen on the gram, it didn't happen.
Right.
You constantly chasing after what this person got on, what platform they on, the hair down to the shoes. I mean, it can be a
If
rat
people
race
feel like they can keep up with you
if
like
you
that.
don't know how to manage.
I mean, social media has some great components also.
And they do.
Because information, yeah, like that. We
Staying connected to
you can
people.
get paid off of
That's
it.
in others,
Yeah.
stage your family and keep you connected.
Yeah, we privy to a lot of information that we're hidden now.
Yeah.
We able to share a lot of,
Right.
you know what I mean? So for me, we get to see who get killed in
Right.
Tennessee by the
Right.
police.
Right.
or-
Right.
Okay.
And yeah.
We
Bring
get to see
awareness
what's
to
going
stuff.
on. Yeah, so
Right.
you know, I think that's a good part. But I don't want to hear nothing about nobody beefing or nobody on watching a female get jumped and
Right.
the men standing around with the
Watching
phone.
it,
phone.
filming
Right.
it.
the worst.
And not even trying to break it
You feel
up.
me?
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what we have.
But as far as the music industry, social media has like
make you an independent artist. You can be a
yeah,
real.
it has
right.
catapulted them into being
You're
able
right.
to you from Bucktown nowhere, and all of a sudden
You
you
blow
know
up.
gone viral off
Right.
of one song.
Right.
I think, like you said, it's had its purpose. How
Yeah,
has social media affected your career, specifically going from not having social media and selling CDs out of a
Social
trunk?
social
to
media
now.
been like a gift and a curse.
True.
Because when we been building momentum, social media just hit. Then you had people like Soldier Boy turning up.
Right. He was the first one, yeah.
You feel me?
Really
So
put
we
it
still
on.
been kind of like trying to transition over. And when we kind of like get a feel for it, man, that shit done had take.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
And see, the youth know how to navigate it, because they coming up in it, but they
Right.
still getting robbed. You know what I'm saying? Think about it,
with
you
no
all these,
no
all these streams and stuff. You had these cats got millions and millions of streams. They really ain't getting that
Them
money.
boy getting like what, $600, $6,000 for a million screens.
That's
and shit like that.
crazy.
Yeah, it's really
3,000
not nothing.
something.
Right. So that the social media site is getting all the money, all the credit.
I mean, that's what it been made for that,
Right.
to monetize and to capitalize off other people's talents.
Right.
That's what it was made for.
Yeah.
You
But at the
know,
same time, it give you a voice,
it does.
to the
But
masses.
You ain't getting that money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You need
yeah.
that.
All you got is a voice, and you have a digital footprint
Yeah.
that you have to now be careful about, because you can change your mind and your perspective 10 years from now, and now you on this platform and they gonna bring up that video of some ignorant stuff you was saying
Yep.
10 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We need to get people on social media to inform people and educate people, because dudes, I was on the radio, I heard on the radio, dude, when he went to China, he said, in China, when you walk in there, they scan your eyeballs. Like your account is connected to your facial recognition. You know what I'm saying? So technology is
Advancing
it's advancing
Okay.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
And to think about, stuff, because if they can do that, they can do anything, man. You know
They
what I mean?
have. They've been putting chip in your body.
Yeah, but
that
you gotta accept
RFID
that.
chip.
Yes.
You gotta accept it, because some people want to go live in the woods, man. They got cameras on trees and stuff. You really got
Yeah,
to.
you're right.
You can't be a part of
They got
society.
cameras and they got
Everywhere.
cameras now.
Everywhere,
They
man.
can-
And tapping into your phone.
Yeah, they listening to us
Right.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris says she don't even wear earbuds. She wears wired earbuds.
But she's being naive. They can still get you.
They can.
They be trying to think they're doing something, but there's too many ways to get you, man.
Yeah,
So you just hindering yourself from hearing the music how you want to hear.
right.
You know what I'm saying? It making you feel
I
better.
don't know. I think she has a little bit more intel than we do.
She ain't got
So
all
if
the
she's
intel.
saying, you might want to go with the wired, I'm gonna go with the wire. But back to you jumping off the porch early.
Right.
We talked about the music, but you also was in the dope game for a while.
Yeah.
And I've heard you in other interviews talk about how a lot of what you were rapping, y'all was really going through at that time. People think drill music just came about, but y'all was
We
drilling
been
back
doing it,
then,
I can
right?
say that we start the drill wave before the drill wave started.
Before it had a name.
Before it had a name.
Yeah.
We can't call what we were doing drill, but that's the same subject matter.
Right.
You feel me?
Exactly.
Like niggas been dying over this
Yeah.
shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, so it been a big topic about that, and I start some controversy because I'm like, shit, nigga, we start drill.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
And even so bad, right? The record labels been scared to sign us because of the type of music we been making.
So that's a part of that people didn't know.
Yeah, the boy ain't no they did.
I knew we had the World Cup at one point.
So I didn't rap after that.
No.
I just
Not
seen,
back then,
I
though.
just seen like you
At
know
that
the thing about
time,
Tupac and everybody from that setting.
They ain't been making what we were
Yeah,
making.
you're right.
Right.
We been talking about, you would have seen that shit on the news later on.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, even when the music been transitioning, like, you gotta think about it. That's when motherfuckers been wearing shiny clothes.
Right.
We been talking about killing shit.
No Diddy.
Sailing through, like, really turning out.
Shout out to music, all the street gutters, man.
Yeah, so.
But it always been. That's
always
what I
was.
love
I love
about
it too.
it.
So, you know, and these been what been going. People gravitated to the music because the things that been being said in the music
Yeah.
been going on,
But
and
they
they
was
know it was
familiar
going on.
with it, right?
They knew the shit
was
was
right.
happen.
Right.
Like this U-Haul truck situation.
Yeah.
Them boys shoot up the ice cream truck.
Right.
This going on. Like,
Yeah.
man, boy,
They can relate to
did
it.
that shit. The
Yeah.
boy did that shit. Like,
Yeah.
you know. So that shit really been going on, and like, I don't know, like, music just like,
What makes you think you was able to navigate through that and still, be here with us? Because you know what I'm saying? A lot of people ain't make it.
You've been shot,
You know
you've
what
been
I'm
stabbed, you've had your own experiences. How did you
You lucky or you move different?
no, you can't say that, man, because people who think they moving different
Right.
as a target.
Target, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you gotta be able to pay attention to what's going on.
You say you're an
And,
introvert, so
yeah, you cannot assimilate with a lot of different people.
Right.
You feel me? Like, the motion over there might not be for me. This motion over here might not be for me. So, me personally, I'm going to dap y'all up in that motion, but I ain't sticking around.
sure.
You
Right.
feel me? Because I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on.
Right.
Everybody got an individual story.
Yeah.
So if I knew everybody, you might have just shot somebody across town and come and stand by me, and they
think
tell
you
me
with
shit.
it. Yeah, right.
Now I got beef, these spinning back. Now they think you my homeboy. I been a nigga in the car with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
So me, I hear niggas, that niggas. I got love for niggas, but
Right.
I gotta go.
Right.
So that's your being an introvert to help you like that, to keep you out of the scene.
That and common sense.
You're right.
That's everything.
And be aware of your surroundings, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the common sense ain't common. You motherfucker.
That shit ain't common for real, bro.
For real, bro.
Especially
Like,
the youth.
And
that.
I give that, I credit that to my grandparents. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
them boys, you know, you gotta have common sense, man. You feel what I'm saying? Like you can't be out there. You by yourself for one. Like I say, I by myself. You feel me? I had to learn how to fight by myself. I had to fight for myself. You feel what I'm saying? Anything I ever had to do, I couldn't say, oh, my homeboy's gonna rule. No, that shit don't go like that. You feel me? I had to buy myself. So for me, I gotta protect self. Protection come in different forms.
Right.
I can't be wild and out here knowing I'd have had of my family taking care of everybody. Who the
Put
fuck gonna take
yourself
care of
in
everybody
danger,
when I
yeah.
dead on the penitentiary?
Right, right.
So I gotta kind of move with that type of caution mentally
And you always move like that.
my whole life.
Yeah, that's what's up.
You know what I mean? And everything I've ever gotten into in the negative was me not paying attention. And I get drawn into a situation, somebody else.
Right.
And a lot of people get caught.
I don't
in
bring myself
situations like
problems. Other people bring them.
And the love for other people and try to,
Yeah. So that type of stuff.
So I know you said that at around 14, your homeboy had you write
Yeah.
a rap, and that's how you kind of got into the rap game. At what point after that did you realize, like, okay, like, I really need to be doing this, like,
Never.
people loving me?
No, I'm serious. Never. I never take that shit serious.
Not even after Purgatory.
Never. Never took that shit serious.
So what makes you stay in the game?
Like I've been telling, bro, like these event space. So I might come and I need to get some shit off my chest and just go in the studio one day and drop 16 songs. Right?
Like how everybody got their own
Like I can go home, I can go home and write
Yeah.
16 songs in maybe 5 hours. Right? And go in the studio and drop all that shit.
Right.
I don't leave that there.
Right.
So if it go out, it go out. So that's just like my diary or my journal or you know, my therapy. Like I got an album out right now nobody don't know about called Skeletons. The shit is a therapy session.
Yeah.
The shit is a therapy session from top to bottom. You feel me? And I just left that bitch. Like, so.
I mean, when you got music like that, man, and you know, I know it must be frustrating when people around you hear the music and they hear you not picking it up, man. For them to have something that, you know, because you know, you got people that want to have something like that.
I do shit like that.
You know what I'm
I'll
saying?
call one of my fathers. I be like, hey man, I just dropped a song. I'll sing it to him. Man, you bullshit. But that should be like this, man. You know, right now he's a new wave going on, and I like the music that's being put out. You know, by the youth.
Okay.
I can call them youth because they ain't that much younger than me.
Right.
But that's a new wave of artists.
Right.
And I kind of feel like I done age out.
Which
I just
old
feel,
to be
not saying old, but I feel like I done aged out. Like, because my demographic grown now, right? But we got lives to love. Music ain't really. Like when we were younger, everything but music.
Right,
You on the phone while you listening to music.
Right.
You doing this, doing that.
Music
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like everything but that vibration. Now we got churn arrays, we got mortgages, you got stuff like that. Yeah, you fuck with music, you like music. You might go online and listen to a few songs, but that shit ain't in the pulse like that no more.
That's real shit.
You feel what I'm saying? So for me, I just feel like I done age out. Like,
right.
You know?
You ever been interested in trying to, you know, find somebody and
My
push
son.
them? Okay,
so your son is coming up.
So you have your kids.
Right.
My daughter orders a bit.
Okay.
But she don't want to rap.
All right.
My son make 35 songs a day. I don't even know how he do it.
Right.
I just, Greg, funny story. Me and him in the car going to the store, get him something to eat this morning. Right? Go on TV, get something to eat. I dropping him off back to the house. I said, well, nah, man, tell me why you always got shit all scattered all over the floor. Because in my mind, you know, a messy room or a messy house is a messy mind.
Right.
He was like, I do it intentionally. I said, why? He said, because I can look at an old shirt on the floor and it'll give me some type of thought of old situation.
Right.
And I spark a song.
It's a method to the madness.
And I was like, clean that fucking room.
Tell me that bullshit. Tell me that bullshit.
You have to find another way.
Boy, right game now.
Right. He did good with that.
Yeah, me.
Messiness kind of scary because if you pay attention to him, he one of the most, and this ain't just me saying this to my son.
Yeah.
This is a brilliant kid.
Yeah.
Like he got a photographic memory. The man don't write and can tell stories. Everything he do, he good at.
Right.
The shit's spooky because he remind me of myself.
Sure.
But he better than me.
Yeah.
With this music shit.
This is that's your purpose to give to him
Right.
the guidance because you got the wisdom.
Oh, don't worry
You know,
about
I know you own it. I know you own
I'm
it.
so afraid of, because we done had to shoot our way out clubs.
Right. You
Yeah, my nigga, I want you to every show. I want you to everything. If that's what you want,
Yeah.
Daddy done become security.
Yeah.
CEO.
Mentor.
That's right.
Best friend.
Because
Yeah.
you ain't dying.
Yeah.
I could die first.
Right.
Or I could be in the penitentiary on the mouth shot.
Yeah.
Right.
So you know he hear your music. Do you gravitate to the lifestyle? Because I know you keeping him away from that.
No. Yeah and no. But
Okay.
see, you gotta understand when you a young father, when you a young father,
Yeah.
your kids see things that you don't want them to see.
Yeah.
So my kids always knew, even if I had jobs, because I keep jobs. Don't get the shit twisted. I ain't been in the street just in the street.
Right.
You keep a fucking job.
Right.
Game.
That's
Yeah.
for you too. That keep
It's
you
better
out.
for you.
Yeah, and
Like
You know how
they
many
see you
fucking
doing
jobs
stuff.
keep me from indictment?
Yeah.
Right.
Man.
And keep you at the wrong spots at the wrong time.
I done shut down for 6 months.
Yeah.
I own this clock for, sweep done come niggas out of here. 7 years,
Right.
20 years, 10 years. I at work.
You at work.
Yeah,
right.
work.
You feel me? But my kids, they see me come on with blood on my clothes,
Right.
trying to hide. Like, they not seeing
And
it
they see
all.
everything too.
You feel me?
Yeah. They
Like,
know, but they do.
it's just so crazy, right? My kids knew guns was in the house, but never seen them. Right?
Right.
They knew guns was in the house, but never seen them. Well, I thought.
Right.
Until they start running down the names of the guns that they knew were in the house.
Right. Damn.
It's smarter than you think.
Yeah.
Always
Right? So that right there kind of spooked me because now I know you've been paying attention to when the feds kick the door off.
They've been seeing everything, yeah.
You know, I ain't been home, but you've been young enough to see, but it just been shit that been going on that I know I never wanted them to be a part of. That lifestyle I'm bringing, I try to be as mindful as possible because I don't want you to gravitate to this. I want you to be better than me.
Right,
You know,
exactly.
so that's
elaborate on that. I had a partner, man, and you know, one of the things he felt with guns is he would let the kids know he got guns in the house. He would train them on how to use guns, but they know not to touch the gun.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's one of the things, you know, I was kind of different on, like, man, I want to keep it locked up. I don't want them to know they have it. But like you said, the kids seeing everything, and if you already let them know how to be around a gun, deal with a gun,
See,
and it's not a
that's how
toy,
my dad
then,
raised us
you know,
on
so I kind of feel now that you say
I
that.
thought about that, but the difference between me and maybe your situation is I had a different influence around me at the time.
And it
So if I've been straight 9 to 5,
right, then that would work.
but if you a street nigga and you introducing guns to your kids,
Yeah, they gonna see the
never
wrong way.
know.
they gonna incorporate that the wrong way.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So I ain't no, ain't no gun. I don't
Not
know
only
about
that,
no
but
gun.
I mean like
I ain't buy a gun toy.
Right.
You feel
Yeah, I mean, I just don't want no kids standing over me threatening me because I ain't let them do what they want to do. Kids are
Right.
different these days.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? And so kids are killing their parents every day. I'm just not gonna fatten the frog for the snake. You
Right.
feel me? Like,
Right.
you know it's a gun in here, but you don't know where it's at. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? We go to the range, sure, but
Shit, I couldn't go to the range.
See, and that's how my dad had a
You got felonies. Yeah. I try to put it out there like that.
No,
I'm saying
enough to keep
the way you can't go to the range and sign in and
I ain't got no bunch of felonies.
No, well,
yeah. No, I know what you're saying. But that been my biggest, and that been one of my biggest fears also too. Them children getting excited now on social media, and they go play with the gun, and one brother shoot the other brother,
right.
and my kids fight. So
okay.
you feel me? They fight each other like.
Right.
So you know that you need to shoot your brother.
I'm trying to
Right.
Oh, you
I
know
happens
what?
every day.
It happens though.
It happens every day.
I had a
man.
family member do it over a cake.
Okay.
Over
yeah.
a piece of
Brothers
cake.
killing brothers now.
Yes.
Yeah,
You
man.
know?
And I seen something recently where it said when you're around people that's all about respect, you know, you gotta be careful. And that's how I end up, you know, you gotta know who you're around and what motivates them.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
People
somebody all
about
about
respect.
respect, you know,
They'll
that's when
kill
they
you.
pop up, right?
It'll kill you.
That's one of the things it
You
said.
need love and respect will get you killed.
Yeah.
For sure. Them
You feel
two
me?
are
Love
the
and
biggest
respect will
one.
get you killed. You break you break a heart. You disrespect a motherfucker, you can get murdered.
For sure.
Especially if you don't know what they got going on.
Yeah.
And speaking of the disrespect, let's just go ahead and get right into it. The beef that we witnessing today with the local Charleston artist. You know, at first I thought we was playing around a little bit,
Right.
but it seems like it's getting more and more serious. Can you kind of give us, for those who don't know, a little bit of background on where the beef originated?
Damn, really
They don't say no names,
beef.
but yeah.
You
Ain't
can say
really-
names.
How would you want to carry it?
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
They come on the show and defend
listen,
yourself.
really ain't no beef. It's really people not knowing the power that they wield, right?
Sure.
So that's a dynamic I think you ever heard of. Well, you done seen this. People get money
Mhm.
and start acting funny.
Right.
Okay. Motherfucker who done had something know how to carry this up.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? He kind of sort of that dynamic.
For sure.
So like, certain people don't deserve to be in positions of power because they don't know how to delegate. They don't know how to.
And they don't know
play
why
fair.
they got that.
Right, and they don't respect the position.
Right.
Sure.
So when you got that going, that dynamic going on, he gonna be a lot of fuck shit.
Right.
You feel me? So for me, ain't really no beef per se. He just almost like niggas ain't respecting the position that they in as leaders. Knowing that you can't play favorites,
Right.
you gotta be even. That's like if you got a kingdom,
Yeah.
you can't do it on just a certain select few of people. You gotta give it equal reign around everything, or you gonna get overthrown.
Right, yeah. And the
They gonna kill you.
Out. Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta think in that mindset. So for me, ain't no beef. Like ain't no beef. We don't beef. I mean,
you say you don't like bullies, you know what I'm saying? That's
right. To be more specific, right? We're specifically talking about the issue with Ishmael
and Street Drop Dro.
Yeah. So you don't call it a beef at this point.
It's not a beef.
But then, boy, it's starting to get kind of serious.
Hey, man, that shit will get canceled quick.
Right.
Because as grown men, we shouldn't be sitting up here rap beefing.
Right. That's true too.
Right.
We should
I agree.
We supposed to be past that.
If you
We talking to the kids.
I just don't like that we don't align ourselves the right way. It just ain't the momentum there, the unification ain't. It's too much separatism, right? So when you got that, even in our community, how the fuck we gonna prosper? I mean, Kurt, how we gonna prosper?
No, it's real.
How we gonna prosper if we don't unify? Regardless, you gotta be unified in your home first.
True.
So that shit, you gotta be unified in your spirituality. Like you gotta get that right at home, your foundation. Then we can come outside and connect with the neighbors and the.
You can't help people if you can't help yourself, right?
But like with music, if you leading the music or you got the pulse of the music, you can't be one-sided because soon as blood in the water, they gonna circle. Right? So now that's what's going on. I don't know if Brian noticed, he gonna wind up getting dethroned by how he been doing all these artists. You feel what I'm saying?
Power, yeah.
You lose, and he don't even know he had the power. That's the sad part. I had a phone conversation with him.
Right.
I had a phone conversation with him. I had one. We been talking. I said, bro, you cannot be biased. You can't have an opinion. You have to be even in everything. Why? Because you can be closing a door for somebody just by being vocal with your personal opinion.
Right.
Very true.
You can be closing the door for yourself.
That too.
Right. You and that person. Because some people's word just holds weight.
Oh, wait. And you might not think it does, but you might cut off 1,000 to 2,000 ears from an artist just because you ain't giving that go ahead.
Go ahead. Right.
And I know that's one of the things we talked about with like artists in Charleston and just us being able to really make mainstream. You know, some people on the show, a previous guest, have said that a part of our problem is we don't unify together behind one person. And once we get that on the map, whether it be a podcast, whether it be a music artist, then you can bring the rest of Charleston with you.
It's unification, but it has to be done. You can't be with one person. You gotta be a multiple bombardment of the culture.
Right.
So you gotta take 30 artists. If you gotta go 30 weeks and push them, somebody's sound gonna connect. You can't just say, oh, we like this person, we gonna push this person. No, we gotta push every fucking person.
Everybody, okay.
We gotta push the R&B singers. We gotta push the poets. We gotta push the clothing line. We gotta push the rappers. We gotta push it all. We got a backyard singer.
We got to push it.
Boots on the ground. We got to push it to get the sound out. You know what I'm saying? You can't be selective politics. We can't.
I know you mixed in Atlanta one time. You making moves in Atlanta.
I love it in Atlanta.
So what's the difference in? That's how they move, right?
No. Let me tell you how Atlanta frequency like this right here. They got it in their mind already that they know what position they play. So even if they don't like each other, they work together behind the scenes. You feel me? And they consistent. Back to what I was saying a couple seconds ago, all it takes is for one person to blow. And now that gonna showcase and they coming looking through that door like, who next? Like, what's going on here?
It's a market there.
Right, it's a market.
Yeah.
They come here. Like, that's a B market. They test their artists here.
Okay.
So, all the artists coming through, blowing, right? All the artists coming through blowing. They used us. They used this market for testing to see what they need to do to project. Remember now, Future been here when he been first popping.
I'm about to say, I remember when Emma
First popping. Everybody come here to test this market, and then when they blow, you don't see them no more.
Right.
True.
Right?
Right, yeah. Okay. We have a lot of people, man.
So we gotta take that same energy and put it behind. We gotta use our market by ourselves.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And once you do that, that's one of the richest cities in America, man.
Yeah.
$2.2 billion in tourism money.
Yep.
Travel
They number one for tourism.
Yeah, man, come on now.
What about the
Okay.
Geechee color culture as far as the language? Do you think that's something that they have to understand more? Or so they can listen to
They
enhance?
try to say the way we talk.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, no. Because that's the essence of black culture.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's been one of the first languages being spoken before the colonists came here. This dialect, this come from the water.
So,
You feel me? This don't come from no fucking Africa.
yeah.
This come from here. You feel what I'm saying? This indigenous to this landmass,
Very
right?
true.
So before everybody started spreading out and the Trail of Tears and all that shit been
This
going
was
on,
original language.
that's been
for
the
us
original
being
language
here,
for us.
Communicate with each
That's
other.
why when the Africans came or the Europeans came, they brought the Moors and different other people who know our language.
so they can know. Yeah.
That's why this language vibrates so hard. That's why people say, "Man, y'all sound like y'all from New Orleans, or y'all sound like y'all from the islands." Or they tell New Orleans,
Yeah.
we the same people.
Right.
All us that Geechee Gullah shit,
Yeah.
which is the Gwale, Yuchi Indians. We come from a land called Shakura. We the Shaikuri people.
Right. Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's where they get the word, the bastardized word Cherokee.
Yeah.
Shakuri, Cherokee.
Okay.
So he's a lot to different facets.
I mean, I like the fact that you educated. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning
But
too.
that's why
You know?
it's so, like, if you come in contact with people, they be like, oh, what tribe you from? They always say Cherokee.
Yeah.
Which my tribe is Halawasaponi, but Cherokee is so, like, spread out everywhere. But, okay,
And then
that's
you
knowledge
know
right there.
the Cherokee original name was Aniamia. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's a lot of different components to that shit.
Yeah.
But that's part of another podcast.
No, we can talk about it. I think a part of, like, I've heard you in other discussions talk about being able to relate to the youth and the youth being able to even connect with that. A part of it, I feel like, is just the understanding and knowledge. We've been so miseducated.
And some people look at it as uneducated speaking, but they don't realize a dialect. It's a way of speaking. You know what I'm saying?
It's a way of life.
Right.
It is agriculturally.
Yeah,
Did you know?
that's
Let me ask you this: did y'all know that the Gullah Geechee were the first to come up with the irrigation system for farming?
Yes, I did.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You didn't, so
I didn't know
motherfuckers wouldn't even be able to shit and puss.
Right. If
Even for us.
black people came up with a lot of shit. Right.
That is true. We did. And they
So-
trying to take over.
And it was almost like everything out there. There's with some black person that was somewhere that got it stolen from them.
But then you gotta look at it. Who are the innovators of the world? The blacks in America. We are a different breed of people. I can tell you who
We are the
are.
first man. We the first man.
The ancestors.
Everybody come from us.
Like the oldest DNA has been found here
Yeah.
in South Carolina, Charleston to be exact.
Right.
And it's the first and last thing. I think they try to keep us where we at because we're too powerful. I always felt that way.
But that's the age of information. It's also the age of truth.
Yeah.
Everything changing. People delineating now. They separating themselves from the Africans.
Yeah.
We in our own little land now. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And all the truth starting to surface. Now you got the Native Americans arguing with us now, stating that, hey, y'all taking our identity, man. No,
Yeah.
y'all Asian. Y'all ain't got nothing to do with what's going on over here.
Right.
And it's just a lot going on. It just, now, back to what you were saying about the youth, the only way you can really teach them or even connect with them is if we find self first, and that's going into history and connecting. You've been saying about the miseducation. We really wasn't miseducated because our grandparents told us who the fuck they was.
Yeah.
Our great grandparents always told us who they was. Grandma, when I tell you, hey, so and so we Blackfoot or so and so we us or
Yeah.
so and so
away from it.
no.
Yeah.
In school, you had to subscribe to that.
Right.
But me personally, I never
I
did.
know my history. Yeah. I understand.
Right. Very true.
My grandma would be like, hey, listen, don't break that African shit.
Right.
You do that shit for school. My mama been so and so. My daddy was so and so, and on both sides, they ran that shit down. So we been the kids that sat at the feet of our grandparents and took the information.
Yep.
We been in the kitchen helping grandmama cook. We been in the yard helping granddaddy do this.
Out in the field,
Okay,
picking
come on.
vegetables
Come on,
and
man.
cotton right
So,
next to them, boy. Yeah.
We been not privy to the information. Social media,
Yeah.
propaganda.
And
Right. And people,
Ooh,
propaganda is a powerful thing. When you look at the Jews and Hitler, that was one of the things that how they push it, man. They get you to believe one thing, and then they can come in and do what they want to do.
Right. Yeah. So that's propaganda.
Right.
All chaos brings order. You feel me? They gotta do that. It's called organized chaos. You feel me? They gotta do that, man. Anytime you want to implement something new, something chaotic gotta happen.
Man, but you know, one of your biggest songs that I know you say you vent is "Shoot You Right Now."
Shoot
You know
the
what I'm
fuck
saying?
out.
Yeah. So like, what's the story behind it? As much as you want to give on that, I know some of it, but I want
That's
to hear from
actually about 3 different people who've been in my life that there's some real slime ball shit to me.
Right.
And these are the people that have been close to me my whole life. And that's another reason why I have to alienate myself from people, because love can get you killed.
Yeah.
Or love can cause you to kill.
Yeah.
So that song, I think, is so impactful, which I got other songs that I refuse to release that had that same type of energy.
Right.
Because everybody got somebody who done did some fuck shit to them. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's the power of music. Also, we used to spread messages in the music. The reason why I don't want to kind of go in depth with that, because everybody know who the fuck the music is about.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
I ain't giving no nigga no props.
No.
Really don't give a fuck about him. We done been separated for years. He living his life. I wish him the best, and that he able to take care of his family and his kids.
Right.
And that's that. You know, we ain't going nowhere past that. But that's that vent space.
That's what it is.
That's that vent space. That's that space. You get to sit down and really get with your thoughts and deal with your demons.
Right.
Because if I didn't write that song, somebody was gonna die.
That's what I'm going to say. That it give you that release that you need.
Yeah, it
that
does.
relief
It does.
to where you can
It
move
does.
on. I said what I said, and
But then I still been on the edge of my seat, ready to, cause
Right.
you
That
know,
was my question.
the be able to go
Get
and
everybody
say,
to-
I'm gonna go lay down for 30 years behind this shit.
Right.
You feel me? Because you get tired of being upright in your essence, and people fucking playing with
Playing with you.
you know. So that's what bring that up.
And it's one of those things that really drive that too, man, because when you feel like somebody playing with you, and you know, it really drives you to take it to that next level.
Especially when you
Stuff
genuine
like that.
with them,
Yeah.
every move you
Right,
make,
right.
every stuff. Like I keep telling people, I don't know how to be fake, right? Because I couldn't be that way in my household.
Yeah.
Right.
You had to be straight with these people,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
If you come in my grandmama's house with that flaky shit,
Yeah.
that's gonna ass whoop you.
Yeah.
And they be gonna call
And they
you
pick up
out.
on it.
Right.
They on it.
You know, it's
Yeah.
being a hypocrite, man. I
You
can't.
can't move fucked up.
Right.
So when you come outside, and I done had all these months of my mom and my grandmama like, and my granddaddy like, y'all raised me to be this way, but this shit ain't how it is outside. Like these people ain't vibrating the same, they ain't moving the same. It's almost like I moving in tunnel vision.
Right.
You know, it's just me. I move in a slow motion and everybody moving fast.
Right.
You know, not saying I just feel alone at times.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and it's crazy because I've been raised in morals, values, principles, and I'm supposed to honor that. Everybody ain't moving in that.
And that's the thing that's frustrating. You feel like everybody should be moving the way you moving because the way you moving. And I feel the same thing with people. I can't fathom when people do certain things. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, damn, I don't even want to. You know, it's almost naive because I'm like, damn, ain't no way.
And you know what caused that? You know what caused that hurt? And I had to learn that expectations.
There you go.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
cannot
Just like the
expect.
same.
Same thing from the
If you
Once you
The same
detach
like
from the
you.
expectations, you can see it for what it is,
Right.
man.
True.
That's how we hurt ourselves all the time.
Yeah.
Expectations. You expecting a person to do how you would do it.
Yeah.
Shit don't work like that.
Not at all.
You know?
And they'll show you that every fucking day.
Every fucking
Every
time.
day.
And
then
you
you
still
go,
try.
then you
Yeah.
go, then you go right shoot the fuck
Right.
out.
Right. I mean, that song it hit a lot of like you said, personal
Right.
feeling people have.
Yeah,
Right?
do you feel that song when that song comes
You know,
on?
I haven't seen you do your podcast in a while.
Oh no. So what happened was I had to take a break, man. After my dad died, So my mom, no, how I going? My mama passed, then my daddy passed. So I had a lot of shit going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I single dad. You feel me? I got custody of 2 of my kids.
Oh.
So I kind of had to cut that off, and then I cut the streets off because I got them with me.
Right.
I had to go get 2 jobs,
Right.
to be able to
Keep doing what you do.
and making sure
it's
it's straight. Yeah, so
that's admirable, man.
that right there been just like that podcast been just like.
I feel like you doing a disservice to people, man. With that, I feel like that's you, because you know what I'm saying. Because
We need you.
I for your views and stuff like that, you haven't reached where you're reaching enough people with the message you got.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying. Like I said, when I watched that shit, I was like, man,
I coming back.
That's what I said, man.
But how I want to come back too is I ain't say big, but I want to come back with a message that's just for the collective growth of the community. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like my focus always is, if I can't reach our demographic, I gotta reach the kids. So even in the nonprofit, me and my cousin them were on a star called Redemption and Prosperity. We had like 160 kids out the gate playing football. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like just trying to start something in the community to bring young boys and young girls together. We had the cheerleading team over here and the football team over here. We supposed to transition into baseball, basketball, but you know, them people work against you, man.
Oh,
You
yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
It's hard to get fields. You gotta pay for gyms.
Yes.
You feel me? And there's a lot in the community.
So you can talk about that. And see, a lot of times,
But
people
people
are waiting to
don't-
come out the way they want
My
to,
nigga,
rather than just coming out and just
being honest,
getting there.
people don't support. And let me
Right.
tell you why I think the support ain't me. People struggling to survive on their own.
Right.
That's
You
true.
feel me? So you gotta find
Everything
other
goes up.
avenues. You feel me? Man, people getting up gotta go to work. Motherfuckers be behind on boats looking for programs to help them. You
Right.
know what I mean? Me and my niggas, we had to go in our pocket along with the parents to get them kids shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And not worry about where the next dollar gonna come from.
Right.
Right? We get donations and a lot coming, but I'm saying as far as uplifting and keeping programs going, you need the support of the community because you know you're doing it the right way.
Right.
Like the premise of that, but even trying to get it to the point that we doing financial literacy and starting kids' bank accounts, and
Oh, that's
then
good.
we've been trying to go into like teaching them how to money market and dealing with stocks and starting them buying stocks at a young age
Yeah.
and knowing how to move their money
Smart.
around, doing shit like that. Like
That's all.
so, you know, you just and that right there with the finance, that'll spark a whole different generation
Yes,
Right.
it
of
will.
entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
They on it now.
And that's what we
They
think.
on
That's
it.
how you
These
build it.
kids
That's how
different.
you gotta plant the
Yeah.
seed.
These kids
So you know
different.
that's
They
what we've been
wanna play
on.
trade.
So you know we gonna get back to it.
Right.
January.
Okay. Well,
Not the podcast, but the community
Right.
development
Part
of
of
the
it.
youth.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
See, it seems like you real heavy in the nonprofit organization, getting people
Yeah.
motivated, and but see, that's why I think the podcast come in, because you can tell other people how to do that. You can tell people like me how to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can check in, even if it's just one person, they can check in and get the information they need because you're a very transparent,
Right.
educated person, and you know what I'm saying. I feel like we accomplished what we wanted to in this podcast,
Right.
as far as to let them know, you know, how you move, and it's more to Mr. Taylor.
Right.
Than just the
Appreciate
music
it.
you hear, man. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
I know one thing I wanted to ask. You're super humble,
Yeah.
which I appreciate.
Right.
And like you said, you don't really want to be a celebrity. That's
No.
not your goal. You're not trying to be on anybody's top 10. But what does success for you look like? Whether it be outside of music, what is success? What do you feel like you've reached who Mr. Taylor is supposed to be?
When I comfortable enough to know that my kids ain't gonna go down the path they been on, and they productive citizens helping the community in their own way. That's when I know I done reached the pinnacle. I go on platinum then.
Okay,
Right.
okay.
So once they survive and they get to that point, then I happy. I did my job. You know?
Right.
And if I can help my nieces and nephews or your kids
Right.
get the way they need to be at, Mr. Taylor go on platinum. So I
Yes.
don't give a fuck about the music. I care about the community more. because I come up in the church, I come up in the camps and
Yeah.
Right.
you know what I mean.
And you know the things that help you got there.
Right.
And you want to keep them shit going and
Keep them going, man.
Right, man. That's what's
And you
up.
know what I really want these kids to be able to partake in things we ain't had the opportunity, and it's open now.
Mhm.
Social media, like the money out there, we can man, it's just so much these kids can do.
Yeah.
You
Right.
feel me?
We've been
We were subjected to what's been around us. Now that's the age of information. They can pick up the phone.
Right.
You can go to a football camp or baseball camp in California now,
Right.
just from
Okay.
seeing it.
Yeah, right.
You know what
Right,
access,
right.
right?
Yeah, you can go study with some people in fucking Massachusetts
Right,
now.
you don't even know.
You can join an online book club.
Yeah.
You can learn science.
Yeah, and that's the
You know
power.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's what's going
That's
on.
the power, but we gotta be able to keep that shit going, and we gotta bring that shit under where our people can access that information and they write their forms.
Do you feel like we moving that way?
Man, we about to be back on top of the
I know that right now.
And the reason why I say that is because if you look at the power structure, this whole plutocratic system, that shit tearing down. There's a lot that's changing,
Facts.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And the ancestors done crank back up, bro.
Okay.
You see that Lincoln shit where that boat blew up? You see that
That shit burned down, the slave house burned down.
Yup.
You see the flood happen and all.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
it's going down.
These fires happening in these prominent places that they don't know who started the fire.
Right.
Yeah, a lot going on, man. A lot going on. So we don't have to. They're doing it.
Sure.
We just gotta stay on pace, stay consistent, stay upright, stay right and stay in course, man. If we stay humble, everybody gotta be humble. We stay on track, it can work out.
Right.
Because you can't hold power for about so long when you're doing people wrong.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is.
No, Rich Baby, you got any more questions for Mr. Till?
That is now.
Also,
Everything.
see this too. Also, we also got to figure out a way to incorporate a system the way our black brothers and sisters
Right.
ain't cycling in and out of the penitentiary. We also need a system to be able to keep eyes on our brothers and sisters who in the penitentiary
Right.
because they getting mistreated.
They
ain't getting no medical attention.
Right.
They ain't eating properly.
Right.
They really can't communicate with their families properly.
True.
It's a lot that we need to do. But like I say, man, one step at a time.
Mhm.
They ain't here right now, but we out here.
Right.
Right.
So even though they ain't here, we gotta protect them too. I had a brother who died in jail.
Right.
Right? They gave him
Yeah,
some.
I'm sorry.
The state gave him some wrong medicine and it killed him.
And you know, it's a
Right.
lot
And that happened
that
more
goes
times
in
than
there.
not.
Yeah, 'cause
A
they
lot of
test
it,
the
and they
medicine
don't
on
talk
them.
about it.
They test the medicine
Yeah.
on the prisoners.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They
Right?
do.
There's
They
a-
call them black box men.
Yeah, even
You
go
feel
back.
And I mean, and that's
Go ahead.
That's another thing that people are gonna get educated on, man. Like how to move in prison, how to try to, utilize some of the things they got available in prison.
Right.
Like my cousin, he locked up. He made sure he connected with Benedict and able to get his degree. The first time he was locked up, he got a degree. So you just got to know how, and you can't give up. A lot of people go in prison and thinking that when that gavel go down, whatever they
That's the
say,
end.
that's the end. But you can do your own research. You'll get your own lawyers, be your own lawyer,
Right.
and get them shit turned over. I understand it myself.
Some of your most prolific and smart, intelligent men and women are in jail.
Right.
And that is so true.
Right.
And the reason why they in jail is because they're targeted behind either their ability to uplift
Right.
or their intellect, the intellectual
Yeah.
property. Like a lot of them boys are targeted. They know who these people are. That's why when they catch that first charge, I gotta give them 30 years because
Right. When it don't make sense.
he a part of this lust. They might have a secret
Right.
lust.
That's right.
Like we gotta get him out the way.
Right.
He an innovator. He a speaker. You know what I mean? He's fearless.
Yeah.
Almost
Right.
all of the greats have been
Right.
locked up at some point
Right.
in time.
Right.
Right. Malcolm X,
Right.
Marcus Garvey, they've
All of them.
done their time, but
All
I
of
think
them.
it's important too to start with the youth as young as you can, because now they talk about being able to identify kids that are going to prison in elementary school. They call it the pathway to prison.
Yeah, the what they call them, the school of pipeline.
Yeah, the pipeline.
Yeah,
To
that's
prison,
crazy.
and so I think
That's why I'm telling you, they already be knowing who the fuck we are.
Right.
They already
They go from
see.
testing.
Damn.
You gotta think, these people got think tanks to suppress the black man
Right.
in America.
Yeah.
So they got these
Very
100
systematic.
people. So They know who we are. That's why I've been laughing. I had a conversation with a person, and they were saying they've been kind of belittling us. Oh yeah, well the dude from overseas. He was like, yeah, we came here, blah 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 blah, and y'all like the bottom of the barrel. Like when it comes to education, I say, man, where we at? Say like 50% below Europeans. I said 50%, and I said, bro, you know how stupid you sound.
Right.
I said we only 50% below them. In an educational system that they structure.
Right. Yeah.
What I tell you,
I mean that shit ain't working.
Like that for years.
We will overcome, man. You know what I'm saying? What's first will be last. What's last will be first. We will overcome all this, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what they're scared of.
But
that's why they got all the think tanks.
But you can have a think tank.
Yeah.
You thinking yourself about your position.
Yeah.
Because you got to remember, man, you cannot keep inserting negative into something and trying to think it's going to come out positive. Right? So even back at that, like when you look back at this whole situation, right? And we pinpoint all of the negatives. The only thing that kept us positive is that black people in America deeply rooted in spirituality, and we connected with them elders and ancestors and God itself, right?
Right.
To go through what we going through,
and that's real.
And to still be here, says
a
whole lot.
Shows how we cannot be stopped.
I ain't worried about it.
Right.
I think
they have taught us to endure anything and to come out on top.
We can't. If we feel it exists, the world wouldn't.
Right.
This shit will implode.
Right.
This shit will implode. You gotta understand, man. We gotta do another one.
We gonna do another one, man. Man, you invited back, man. I'm gonna once you see this, we gonna say
let y'all read.
Yo, you always welcome, man, because this is one of the things I really want to do.
Right.
Is educate people.
Right.
Myself included.
I'm gonna bring some shit. Let me ask you a question. You really I'm gonna just leave you with that. Do you think Africa is the motherland?
Yeah. I think Africa, they found the first, I don't know, I don't have all the details in it, but they found the first bones in Africa.
They found monkey bones.
They found monkey bones.
Yeah. So that's
okay. But you better tell me something, man. Y'all know.
So if that's the motherland
and
everything is fruitful on this land, right? Why is it that we gave them 600 crops of their 640 crops?
Right.
If you the motherland, you would be able to feed the world, right? Why we had to feed y'all?
Africa got the diamonds and all
that's not food.
Well, right. Food, what you need to live and survive.
That's not food.
Right.
You can't be the motherland if you ain't got the food.
Right.
You definitely gotta come back and educate us on this. That's why you get to do that.
Yeah, because I even heard you say something about, the slave ships and how, I guess.
Yeah, slave ships
misunderstood.
Man, them sailboats could only carry 30 to 38 people. How the fuck y'all bring millions of people over?
Right.
And can't find a boat. Can't find one. They said 12.5 million came to the Americas, right?
Right.
But if you really want to know, he only went 388,000 in North America. I know I bought my people money.
Okay.
I'm about to explain the shit to you.
Go ahead.
So 388,000 came to North America.
Right.
Do you think 388,000 can bring the population right now in 400 years, which is 12 generations, to 45 million? With wars, mass genocide?
Don't add up.
And 73% of those people who were brought here, but indentured servants, white people.
Hey, my partner Moon gonna love this shit, because he always said, well, my people ain't nothing no slaves. My people from there.
The only slaves we had been prisoners of war.
That's what he said, it's service, like people that gonna work it
They grab you, they put you in servitude because you been a wild one.
Yeah.
We got to hide this nigga.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Probably been over 600 wars going on from the time them boys land. We run the Spanish up out of here.
Right.
The colonials couldn't get shit together. We were killing them left and right. Look around though. When them people come, the whole fucking village been gone. We gotta kill them. Out of here.
Right.
So, man, bro, listen.
And you come back on our show, and you got to talk to a podcast back, man. That's how people gonna look. How people gonna learn if somebody ain't gonna put it out?
Let me ask you this. That's a part of that indoctrination if you think you from there. That's Darwinism.
Yeah, right.
Right? Thinking you come from an it and then you saying them boom.
I don't think that's a it.
No, you got Lucia. You got Lucia woman.
Right.
You need to look her up. That's the oldest bones they found here.
Yeah.
But the other archaeologists that they try to kill here that found niggas with diamonds in their mouth,
Right.
dreads, gold teeth, and the Americas.
Right.
That was dating back 230,000 years ago. They got something that been over 4 million. But they ain't want, you know.
I see somebody broke down the ape, you know, recently. It was like, yo, the ape, like black people, their legs are longer than their chest.
That's why.
You know what I'm saying? But white people are, and so, and then if you get 10 white people and they all take their clothes off, who the hairiest? You know what I'm saying? So if they're more actually, you know what I'm saying? Pertain. No, I'm serious. I'm serious. When I saw that, I think it was a comedian.
I don't subscribe to that.
Right,
You can't tell me I come from no monkey.
No, it don't make sense.
Because if you tell me I come from a monkey, why ain't a monkey talking?
Yeah.
Ain't no monkeys talking. Ain't no monkeys talking. Ain't no monkeys got their own civilization.
They said.
They ain't boating nothing.
White people born tailored to monkeys as far as their built, their hairiness.
I don't even like talking about white people. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. When we talking about us evolving, we never had to evolve. We always been the same people.
Right.
They're trying to find their identity.
Right.
So to make themselves look superior,
They come up with that.
they come up with that. When you don't know where you come from, you make up stories.
Exactly.
Right? I don't subscribe to that. My mama one time had to do an essay on she talking about that the evolution, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I started breaking the shit down on my grandma. She always want me read white right before I turn them on. Like she would fact check that shit.
Right.
I'm like, who the fuck come from a monkey?
Yeah. What the fuck you talking about?
Okay.
That's the shit they teaching y'all in school.
Yeah.
You know, that type of shit called laughter and arguments in the house.
Right.
Yeah.
But you know, if you don't say your child to school, you're going to jail.
Yeah.
Right.
You gotta make them
It's
learn.
mandatory. But in the back end, we teach you, grandmama, granddaddy, them boy teach you the truth.
Right.
We ain't come from no monkey, sir. We ain't come from there. We ain't come from there.
Yeah.
You know, it just that.
That's what it is, man.
You know, but just set it up.
Like I say, man,
I'll bring saucers.
Man, that's what I'm saying,
All that
man.
shit.
We have planted the seed for this shit, man.
For sure, and just to be clear, I mean, a part of why we were wanting to do this interview is so that people could see Mr. Taylor outside of the music.
Outside of music.
And you know, like you said, you put a lot of pain into your music, and that's your therapy. But clearly, you are a very well-rounded,
Very.
educated individual. You really-
Dr. John Henry Clark probably. I never knew why I wanted to like self-teach, right? Until he started expressing that he taught himself,
Right.
right? So as affluent as he been, and in tune, I always wanted to aspire to be like that, you know. So I kind of created myself as being an autodidact, like person to teach himself.
Yeah, you can tell you teach yourself, man. You
Yeah,
tell
because
information.
yeah, that shit make me feel
Right.
good when I.
He had to get
But you also gotta be mindful of who you share information with.
Right.
Cause that can get you killed too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know.
too powerful. Damn sure.
Right.
I ain't care about the power. I just want to slide the information. Hey, give that to your kids. Like,
Right.
you feel what I'm saying?
Before we
I'm
move
Information is
on,
power.
I give the power to you.
Don't give it to me. I'm gonna bring you on there.
before
We
we
gonna do it
close, let
together.
me ask you this question. What is your top 3 songs that you have written and produced?
Y'all gonna hit me when I say this. I don't like shooting the fuck out.
I feel like you did because you feel like you came from a place you
Well,
had
it
to do
was,
that.
yeah, that was a pain.
The way you explain it, I already felt like that.
So,
What about that holy, the one you did, the most recent one you did a video?
I ain't
Holy
never had
shit.
shit. That's my song.
I
my mama stopped talking about me for 2 years on that song.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
But it is hard with a lot of
Yeah.
You know, I could.
You know, in the black household, they don't tell our brothers.
No matter if it's real, but when you expose them, you know, black people don't like to be exposed.
Right.
They don't put the
But
business
I'm
out
not
there.
exposing her up in my truth.
Right,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
she felt
I
like
mean, later on, she been like, cool, but never had shit too way more graphic than that. I can let you hear it.
Yeah.
Hey, we must be close out.
What's your top
3 years.
So was that one of them?
No, he just
Oh, he said
said
that ain't
Stop helping him. Come on,
I appreciate it. It's hot.
To be honest with you, I don't have no top three songs because I don't really listen to my music like that.
So which one is the one that really put you out there and was like, damn, I gotta keep on going? Cause somebody
I know because that first Purgatory album,
Yeah.
people that, Boss Muscles, you had,
come on, we getting somewhere.
shit, I know.
Yes, you do.
Why you helping him? Somebody gonna help.
I trying to think.
I'm saying I ain't named no song. I just said, come on. I'm egging
To be honest with you, like I don't really listen to my music, so I don't really subscribe to. Once I do it,
It's the rap.
that's a rap. So as far as like what song did it, even like a multitude of consistency at one point. So it's just like I can't really pinpoint what song did it. You know what I'm saying? Because I did music with Camouflage. That one before Purgatory.
Project
Right.
Pad.
Yeah,
you
like
don't work
and
with a lot of
you know
artists.
what I'm saying? So he just like
Well, bring that
Well,
up.
what album then?
Yeah, what album?
If you had to pick one.
Loyalty.
Yeah. Loyalty.
Because see,
I feel like-
and I ain't know
I think I feel him. That's why I want to say something because I feel like it's like he said, it's a release, it's therapy. So once he do it, he moves on.
Yeah.
He done got it out.
Leave it right there.
He don't look at it like how we
Right.
look at it.
right. He just I don't know. Cause like I be in different spaces mentally and emotionally at them times. So once I leave that, I done with it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I don't go back to revisit the music. People always say, "Oh, I like when you did so and so." And then he'll go back to us. You need to bring the old Taylor back. What the fuck is the old Taylor? You know what I'm saying?
I don't see no old difference between music and you playing something recently. You playing something that in song, just like as far as like the vibe.
Music is elevation, though.
Right.
True.
So you're
Music is
supposed to
elevation.
grow. The message changes as you
As you
grow.
get older,
Yes,
you learn
that
You
is.
more.
know what I'm saying? I can't be on that dumb wildin' out shit
Right.
for 30 fucking years.
Yes.
Like, what the fuck is the old Taylor? That's nigga, I still a Sam. I really feel offended when niggas say that shit.
Right.
Oh, I know what type of music you want me to make.
Yeah.
But I ain't on that.
Right.
And why your brain still there?
Yeah.
You make me look at you.
Apparently we the same
wrong.
age.
Yeah, you make me think you stuck in time.
Right. Some people do.
That shit is weird,
Some
man.
people
So who
do.
do you listen to?
Drake.
What?
Okay. Right.
You like to sing with me.
I like that Drake.
I love Drake.
I love Drake too.
I like that
We
Drake.
love
tells the
you.
truth.
Yeah.
You feel me? Regardless of how everybody view him,
Right.
he tell his truth. You feel me?
I'm glad y'all got that out because nobody would never expect that right there.
From
What?
That's an
that.
exclusive
Yeah.
right there.
Drake.
That's a Euro
Man,
being exclusive.
Brown-
Like Soulja Boy Drake.
Brown be on my ass. Brown be like, how the fuck you like Drake?
Right.
You a fucking gangster now.
Right. I would have never thought that.
No, Drake is one of my favorite artists. Like I listen to Drake.
Yeah.
You feel me? I listen to Drake. I listen to Kendrick Lamar, but I just don't feel like, even with that beef, that shit. I'm gonna be honest with you, Kendrick Lamar's a fucking hater. He been hating on the man for 15 years.
Okay. I like this. Is
More
the
in the Drake.
No, nigga's a
I
hater.
don't know. I gotta go.
And then, like I said, the blood in the water. Like
Yeah.
people circle, you can't gonna lose. You know what I mean?
Right,
Constituents, everything.
That'll-
You know, but
So you think Drake gonna be able to bounce back from this?
Yeah, right,
I mean, it's,
how the fuck a boy nigga lose?
Right.
Yeah, he already.
I'm talking about not lose
Be relevant.
financially.
Yeah.
I'm talking about his relevancy as far as.
Drake don't need the United States.
Well, true.
You get the whole canvas.
When Dubin at the Super Bowl,
Right.
he ain't get paid for that shit.
Yeah.
Drake
Yeah,
been
he
doing the tour in Australia, the 3 nights. I might have made $387 million.
That's-
So fuck I care about the United States.
Yeah.
Right,
And that's how people
And
look at
what
it.
the
Like,
fuck do I care about
you
people?
might like you lose a head, but you win it everywhere.
Win
else.
it.
Yeah, worldwide you win it.
When you made it international,
No.
you
Right.
And Kendrick better watch it because people don't be on top for about so long.
Right.
You gotta know how you get there.
It's how you go back. Fall,
You feel what I'm saying? So come on, man.
Or you got to keep feeding that shit that's just ain't gonna work for you.
Right.
I love Kid Dog, man. I've been a Kid Dog fan from the beginning, but I know he's a fucking hitter.
Yeah.
And I still listen to him.
That's crazy,
He's calling for what it is.
Hey, that's you transparent, man, because
he's a fucking hitter.
That shit don't.
He got a Napoleon complex, man. 5'1", man.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm actually up to now.
No, I just saying.
You got that complex.
No, so some people
recognize. You gotta recognize when you got it.
people cool with this shit.
Right.
And some people overly exuberant.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You have to know yourself.
Yeah, nigga talented now.
Mm-hmm.
But man,
I didn't know that. That's all he is.
yeah, but
Get him with the mother, 5'1".
Make him feel so much better.
Ludacris, all the boys short there. Like, damn. I'm right on my short list.
Yeah, all I'm short.
Shit, why I can't make it?
you making it now.
Right.
Short people popular as a
People don't
motherfucker.
know I fuck with Drake. I love Drake.
So who you was listening to when you was writing, like back in that time, like early 2000s?
Paul. Biggie's my favorite artist.
Okay.
And storyteller.
Biggie or Paul.
Coogee Rap.
Okay.
Fierce.
Mm-hmm.
You know, storytellers.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's how your music is. It's storytelling.
Right.
Yeah,
Like when you listen to it, it's story. It's telling you.
Because
a story.
that's how we used to how the music used to
Right.
translate.
Right.
Telling stories. So that
Yep.
slick Rick shit like
Yeah,
that.
but
Top story, all the storytelling. I just did it my own little way.
Way, yeah.
But
It just take the voice, man. You know what I mean?
Man, that
Especially
shit-
if you meet.
that shit
Like-
come from pneumonia, man.
For real?
Yeah, I had pneumonia 3 times as a kid. So when I project, that shit get groggy.
Like,
I was just about
Even
to
when
say
I
because you know what I mean? When you have a still song, you know.
Even when I was listening to Skeleton, I was like, damn, his voice still like the same. Like,
Yeah.
I had double pneumonia 3 times as a kid.
Man, you're real my
Wow.
opinion, man.
Look
Y'all
at
ain't know that
That's
shit.
why.
Y'all ain't know that
you're
shit.
meant to be here.
Right,
Right.
it's a
And
curse that turns a gift. It's like
we giving your flowers right now.
Yeah, because I was like,
No,
you know,
it's
Charleston.
nothing like when you
No,
get behind the
no,
mic,
no.
so it makes sense.
That ain't.
That's not
why.
you pretending, that's
No.
what's real.
Yeah, that's you.
That's how that shit
Yeah.
come on.
Even right now, while we're talking to you, you still got that same
That
raspy
wrongness,
voice.
yeah.
I love it. Alright.
How you came up with that anyway?
My drunk cousin.
Okay. The drunk
ADT.
So how it came out?
Baby.
What we did?
So we went in the car going to Atlanta and
Later on, like, when you go in that ride back.
It was all right,
he in the back seat. So he just keep fucking with me, He was like, yeah, nigga, you need a fucking ab look. So we gonna come up with one right now. So I started putting together a song. So every 2 lines, I've been like, alright. And he was like, nigga, he started to talk. That's the fucking ab right there. So I never dropped that song.
Right.
The shit was like, I be getting into the money trap.
Let's get it. Hey. Hey.
So my cousin was like, yeah, bruh, that's him. So that's how that shit come about.
He was right.
He was
That shit,
right.
he was right.
Right.
man.
Right.
Yeah, I heard that part.
I've been practicing all week, dog. I'm gonna get the raspy I done bullet.
myself for that shit.
No, that's what it is,
You know
man.
what I mean?
'Cause everything comes from somewhere, man.
So Rat-a-Tata, that's you too?
So in my house.
Because I always love to hear that Rat-a-Tata.
And no, cause that was from one of my favorite hood artists, Dino.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So out my hood, that was like an ad-lib in the hood. You know what I mean? That Rat-a-Tata.
You know,
You know what I mean?
he's one of my favorite hood artists.
Yeah, so you know, when Brock going to jail, they keep him alive in people's mind. I start doing his ad-lib.
Right.
True.
So that ain't never really been
And you
my
know what that
ad-lib.
is? But you do that.
Yeah, that's his ad-lib. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I just start doing it to keep that momentum going.
How
So
was
when he
it
land,
working with Vegeta? Because Vegeta got one of the hardest albums that ever came out.
that nigga is a fucking maniac.
Yeah, I seen the whole footage one time
Yeah,
recently.
he really is.
You know, I'm in the studio just, you know.
Yeah, like
damn,
bro is a savant when he come to that. Like how he put it together, and he the type to stand. He had the beats in his mind,
Right.
and he'll tell the producer how to do it. I want this, I want that. But the whole time he go in that booth and destroy
I'm
that
glad
shit.
you brought that up, man. 'Cause I wasn't gonna tap into that, because I know y'all did a lot of work together.
Yeah.
And but Gino's one of them mythical
Yeah,
artists. You didn't know how he looked
Right.
this whole time he been out.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? I remember we was at, we used to do the down bottom. We did a show, and Boosie was there, and they was about to cut the show, and that's when he was called Hardhead, man. And he said, and the boy was like, yo, y'all can get one show, all right,
One song.
and one song, and you gonna get one song, and Mr. Taylor, I mean not Mr. Taylor, but Taylor was like, yo, if y'all don't let me finish this song, I'm gonna shoot this motherfucker up. And everybody in the crowd was like, Hardhead, Hardhead, and he did this shit, man. It was a mythical.
What club that was?
It was
Coyote?
Coyote.
Oh
That's the
wow.
night he snatched the mic out Brian.
Right,
Yeah.
right, and he was like, Boosie, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, but I understand you represent your city, but you in my city. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do what I do. You know, this was a.
Yeah, but he no disrespect. Like,
No, it was like, we do what we do.
But I can tell you, who had trouble.
Oh yeah, you know better, because man, the way the crowd went hard heads, you sit back and shut the fuck up.
And then them boy didn't disrespect him now.
Yeah,
Who slapped him?
the way he did it wasn't no disrespect, but it let him know, hey, y'all ain't gonna let me not.
And he just like come home.
Right.
Gino just like come home then. So that movement from Bowden, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just start the hard head.
Yeah, the hard
right.
But when he come home, he dropped the hard head album.
Okay.
Yeah. But you know, that one of the most prolific artists. Like when he coming, when you in the studio with him, because I don't think people ever really been in there. That shit turned into a movie.
Right.
Right. That shit turned into a movie. So like, we used to be in the studio for 24, 48 hours, just
making music.
making music. You feel me? And we didn't even know we in it. Like that's how we been ending. Like
Right.
you done trapped in this bitch.
Right.
We come out damn boy. We thinking he fucking Saturday. Nigga, he's fucking Monday morning.
When they had dropped, somebody recently put the footage out, and he was at some studio, and that, you know, like I say, he's a mythical artist. Jim Dealer album, I used to be to Columbia. I threw that on, man. I really love it. It's all the first song, you know, especially the first album, Dumbing Out. You know what I'm saying? And when somebody just recently put out a video of him rapping, and I can't remember the song. It was Terry Brown or. But you could tell that little footage show you how engulfed he was in what he was saying, and you know what I mean?
No, because he been rapping his life.
How gifted he was with it.
Yeah, he been rapping his life. You can't, and that's what made him so prolific, and people gravitate to him because that mythical being actually been doing the shit he been saying.
Right.
That's why I tell you, go back to earlier we were talking about everything we been putting out.
You tell by the way the
truth.
music sound.
That's why people been gravitating to the music.
People all gravitate to the music. You can hear it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But Buddy is a different breed. Matter of fact, the shit like this right here, if your craft ain't together, you can't. You feel me?
Right.
You ain't going in no studio with him.
Right.
Cause that shit ain't gonna work out.
No. He's somebody I wouldn't mind interviewing, man. I ain't lying. I gotta bring Mr. Taylor too.
No, you
know, but he's still a real dude, man. I try to be real with people and be genuine and stuff like that. But you know, I wouldn't mind trying that.
You will step your game up in that booth fucking with dog.
Yeah.
You feel me? You gonna have to.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. I'm glad we got that out on this before we close out, man. 'Cause that's one of the things I'm glad we got out.
Right.
Yeah, for sure, man. Because there's a lot of artists that you work with here, local and outside of Charleston.
But that's one of the ones that you're tied to, like.
Right. But I think
I ain't
gonna lie, me too.
Yeah.
You know, he said a big precedent, you know. But misfortune is misfortune.
Right.
You know, like I said, go back to how our most talented and gifted wind up in that system. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And you gotta know that shit that's systematic, man.
It's a purpose for it to keep us from doing what we
them
do.
lights. You know what I mean?
But they can't keep us like that forever. It just take more time. You know what I'm saying? Doing stuff like this right here is going to.
But he's different, though.
Any advice that you would give to some of the up and coming artists to kind of like try to? I know it's hard because it seems like a lot of the violence and the drugs and all of it kind of goes hand in hand. But is there any way that you could see them kind of making it through, like you?
Yeah, I mean, consistency. And you can't subscribe to what's going on. You got to make music purely yourself, your heart. Like I say on my live earlier today, I never made music for people.
Right.
That was for me. You feel me? So whoever gravitate to it because it's gonna touch you because it's genuine.
Right.
If you just doing music because you can do music, that shit can fall flat, man. People gravitate to what they can connect to. So if you put your heart into it, the true essence of you, it's gonna do it. Check out your own legs. Like I know I could have been bigger than, but I don't want that shit.
And that's the thing about it. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta try to still be high.
Because you definitely could have.
I'm begging you to put.
Look, I excited when I see look.
You playing me this now,
I had to calm down. I started
it's all I never had about the I was in here. Matter of fact, once it closes out, play it for them boy. You know, get like they say fans, and that's some. You know, hey. Hey, subscribe. How you doing? Alright, you know what I mean? You my version of it. Yo, what about paying, man? I appreciate you one more time, man.
Yes.
I'll die, but my respect